Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me again. Today we're going to be taking a look at Cang Toys CY-MINI06 RHMINI. This of course is their legend scale version of Headstrong. It's a smaller version of their masterpiece HugeRhino that they released with their masterpiece combiner set, now done in Legends. It's a pretty awesome piece. The whole set, they're very stylized, but they still do look pretty awesome. Now, one thing that I do like about Cang Toys is the packaging. The figure comes very secure in this box, which is nicely done. It's got the reflective foil style box. It's got some nice qualities to it, but it looks good. There's the view from the front. From the side, you've got the same RHMINI. On the back, you've got reverse images with the Rhino mode on the front. And that's about it. So, let's go ahead and get into it. First accessory he comes with is his blaster. Identical to the one that came with Tantrum. Done in black plastic with some nice silver and gold accents. You also get his sword. Identical to the one that came with Tantrum as well. Done with gold plastic, nice red accent, and the silver saw blade. So let's take a look at the figure. And once again, they don't disappoint. Taking a look at the head sculpt. Very nice silver and gold for the face and the eyes. Red all the way around. Once again, we do have the light piping on the back, which really is worthless at this point with the silver eyes. I wish they would have just made the entire head one color, but not a huge issue. Looking at the chest, you've got gold and silver, some nice tampo along the side of the chest. Very nice details coming down to the abdomen. Shoulders, nice tempo there as well, with some detail on the top of the shoulders. As far as the head, it can do a 360. Just bear in mind it's a little tight due to the sculpt, but you can do it if you want to. Can look down that much, up a little bit, and you can make adjustments to the head also if you need to. But you do get a little bit of attitude. It's nice, nicely done. Coming down to the shoulders. Shoulders can bring the arms up to there. They do have a full rotation. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. Gets you 90 degrees. Nice silver on the lower arm. Red and gold and silver on the back. I do like the shoulder pads. Have the look of cannons that do pivot in and out with arm movement. It's really nice. You do have, as you'd expect, waist rotation and a decent little ab crunch. Coming down to the waist, gold, silver, and some silver tampo. Sorry, gold, red, and silver tampo. Hips. Hip skirts can get up out of the way, as well as the side skirts, which are red and gold, giving you the ability to kick up almost all the way. You've got some rotation on the hip since it's on a ball, as well as rotation below the hip, giving it a good range of motion. Coming down to the knees, you do have a double jointed knee for the full run, well, as far as the sculpt will let you get anyway. Beautiful red, gold, silver throughout, all the way around. This is one thing that I wish they would have improved a little bit, and it'll probably just need a little bit of kikis, but there's no way to fasten these leg panels down, so it relies on friction. I might just put a little bit of kikis in there to just tighten it up a little bit. Then down to the feet. Gold on the toe, silver on the heel. Toe does tilt down. No real up though. And you do get a very decent rocker. Overall, the articulation and the detail on this guy are pretty fantastic. There's the look from the back. Definitely has a backpack, but it cleans up fairly well. It folds up nicely, so it doesn't get in the way or anything. But overall, it looks actually really good. Nicely done, nicely articulated, and a very impressive bot mode. Just for size comparison, here he is with New Age Starscream. So here we have Rhimini in his alt mode. And it does an okay job, I guess. You've got all the color that we saw in robot mode coming through. The back is definitely more prevalent now. I do like the connection on the ribs, although it's a little bit hard to get, but once it's there, it looks fantastic. It does a nice job of completing the look, getting the legs to meet up with the body. A view from the back, it's not too bad. This could have been done better in my opinion, but could be user error. I don't know. I do like the fact that the tail is there and definitely is posable. You've got all the silver, gold, and red coming through again. A nice look at the head. although the eyes do look dead. I think they were intending for more light piping, but they should have just painted it. Mouth does open and close, which is a nice touch. So horn is done in a very smoked translucent. Looks pretty good. As far as articulation on the legs, you do have the full use of the shoulder, and the elbow can move back and forth, so you've got some bend there. Although it feels like it's backwards, but it looks pretty neat anyhow. You do get the outward motion as you had in robot mode. The head can go up and down, and it can pivot on the transformation joint as well. So if you want it a little bit higher, you can do that. Down. Looks pretty good use there. Back legs is where it's really limited. You've got no outward motion. If you try too hard, it's going to disconnect the back and the legs, which honestly is the hardest one to get, so you don't want to do that. You do have forward motion, so that's good. And all of the feet are on ball pegs, so they can definitely pivot and give you some different options there as posing. Overall, not bad. I mean, it's definitely a Rhino. Here he is with New Age Jazz. Final thoughts on Cang Toys Headstrong. This set continues to impress me, to be honest, and this guy's no exception. The sculpting that they went for, the design is stylized, but it's still very, very impressive what they've been able to do, both in the Masterpiece and the Legend Scale version. They look fantastic. The sculpting is highly detailed and looks amazing. Articulation, even though they're large, bulky bots, is very, very impressive. You've still got double joints on the elbows and knees. You've got all the articulation you'd expect in a modern day figure. Negatives, not really much to say, except I mean, a few design choices like the panels on the side of the legs not sticking in. Other than that, I don't have anything negative to say. The set might not be for everybody just because it is stylized, but it is very, very impressive. I purchased mine from showzstore.com. Definitely check them out. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're on our way pushing to 2,000 since we just broke the 1,000 mark. And it would really be appreciated if you could certainly help the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.